Chris Duarte was selected with the 13th overall pick by the Indiana Pacers, right before where I'm sure the Golden State Warriors would have loved to take him at 14. The Indiana Pacers have acquired one of the oldest and more NBA-ready players in this year's draft class, and he is set to very much be part of that as someone who will be part of their bench moving forward next year, as well as for the next 2 years as they push to get back into the playoffs and be a consistent playoff team again next year. In this video, I want to talk about what Chris Duarte can do for this Indiana Pacers team next year, as well as what he can do for them and in his NBA career moving forward. Now, that being said, I think Chris Duarte is one of the safest picks in this year's draft class in the standpoint of we know what we're going to get. He's proven he's a vet as far as a rookie goes. He is 24. His ceiling might not be the highest, but his floor is definitely high. This is not a boom or bust pick, by no doubt. When you're looking at guys outside of those top few picks where you know what you're getting with there also being high upside, in a pick like Chris Duarte, there might not be high upside, but you know you're going to get someone who's going to be a quality NBA player for years and years to come. It can be a solid bench piece pretty much immediately and for the long term as well. And so that's what the Indiana Pacers are going to get here. Whether he's going to be a significant part of their bench next year or not kind of depends on if they make any trades yet this summer. Of course, Jeremy Lamb has been involved in some trade talks, and as of right now, Jeremy Lamb sits in front of Chris Duarte, presumably on that depth chart, because it's unlikely that Jeremy Lamb's just going to sit there and not play. But if Jeremy Lamb does get moved, which I think is probably likely because of the fact that Chris Duarte and Edmund Sumner and Cassius Stanley are all still on the team, with Chris Duarte being at the head of the depth chart, I think it's likely Jeremy Lamb gets moved and Chris Duarte becomes that backup shooting guard. Now, if you're an Indiana Pacer fan, what are you expecting for Chris Duarte next year? You're expecting someone who's going to give you a nice bit of spacing and three-point shooting. That's the biggest thing you're going to get from Chris Duarte. This is someone who shot 42% on 5.5 attempts last year with Oregon. And it's not necessarily just a catch and shoot guy. He can have step backs. He can create a little bit off the move, off the dribble. He can pretty much do everything as far as three-point shooting goes. And having that spacing as a guy who can be a bit of a secondary option on your bench is very valuable. We all know three-point shooting is key in today's NBA game. And Chris Duarte is definitely going to give you that. And there's a reason why he was a projected lottery pick on many people's boards, because he fits really well in the modern NBA for that reason. At 6'6", he has nice length for the shooting guard spot as well. And he can also get off closeouts and pull up from mid-range a bit as well. So he's going to be a good scoring option for you for the perimeter. Offensively, outside of that, he's not going to do a ton for you, but catch and shoot or off of the dribble and pull-ups or catch and shoot three-point shots, creating the zone shot a bit from deep as well. He's going to be decent there. He's not going to be amazing for you at the rim because he's not the most athletic or burst of speed guy off the perimeter to be able to get to the rim and create his own shot there. He's a fine finisher, but he's not anything crazy. He's not someone who's making any acrobatic finishes at the rim. He's usually just off of the 2 feet, composed finish. This isn't someone who's going to be doing anything crazy at the rim, and so expect most of his offense to be coming from the perimeter, with the odd occasional finish inside when needed. He also doesn't get to the free throw line at a high rate, which I actually kind of expect from someone who's not attacking the rim a lot. Just expect perimeter from Chris Duarte. But talking about his defense, he could be decent. He could be decent. He's just a bit of a tweener. He's been really good as a defender in college. There are just concerns as to whether he is too small to guard the 3 or a little bit too slow in terms of his lateral quicks to guard the 2. So it'll be a bit of a night-on-night matchup thing for him to figure out where he guards, but I think he still has potential to be a solid defender, whether he improves his lateral quicks a bit to be a 2 or put on a little bit more strength to guard at the 3. He should be able to do one of those jobs fine and be a respectable defender in the NBA, if not a fairly good one, while being a fairly good perimeter defender as well. So there's a lot of upside for Chris Duarte to be a solid bench player. Is he ever going to be anything more than that? Maybe. If he's an elite three-point shooter with fairly good defending, maybe he's a Duncan Robinson type with good defending. He could be an elite 3-and-D guard in the league. There's no doubt about it. He really could be that with just elite three-point shooting as a fairly good defender as well. And that's probably the absolute highest his ceiling can go, but that's a pretty darn good ceiling. And so I think the Indiana Pacers have got themselves a very secure, safe pick here, who can end up being a very good 3-and-D guard for them off of the bench or in that starting lineup moving forward. You can't really go wrong with that. I think it's a good pick by the Indiana Pacers, and I think Chris Duarte is going to have a very good rookie year. One of the more consistent and steady rookie years out of all the rookies. Not someone who's going to be pushing for a rookie of the year, but someone who could definitely be on an all-NBA second rookie team. or in and around those lines. That being said, that is my thoughts on Chris Duarte for next year and moving forward with the Indiana Pacers and beyond. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And if you want to hear my thoughts on other rookies and young players heading into next season, be sure to click the box on the right hand side of the screen. That being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one.